This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to We'll Run For. This is your host, Tom, and I'm here with Michael and Diane.
Hello.
My friends.
Hi.
Hey.
Getting the flow down a little bit.
Slow down, yeah.
Yes. So I guess before we start, since this was we had talked about this the other day, we had talked about doing like another whole episode thing about Erin, obviously. I don't know. I think I'm kind of beyond that place. Not that I'm beyond her. I love her to death forever, right? But I don't know that I can take that step backwards to do like another memorial thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like too much in this moment. But we will play everybody's stuff later in the episode and just kind of do our normal thing. But yeah, it felt like going backwards a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think you guys felt the same when I brought it up finally.
I mean,
it's hard to know, right?
No time
Grief is a weird thing.
No time is the right time, or
wrong time. Yeah.
And we like whatever you want to do is
Yeah.
fine
absolutely.
by us.
Michael, you've been on the road, buddy.
Yes. I've been traveling about.
I've been kind of jealous because the Pacific Northwest looks
the best.
beautiful.
Oh yeah, when you
Van-
guys went a couple years
Yeah.
ago, you fell in love.
Yeah, Vancouver is my favorite city in North America by far. There's nothing close to it. I
Yeah.
don't care. Yeah, nothing. There's nothing. First of all, nothing in America compares. Like everything here is a crap hole compared to that, right? Because there's actual mass transit that works, that runs like every few minutes. The city is mostly clean, has incredible bike infrastructure, has great pedestrian infrastructure. The people are kind. Nobody beeps their horn. So So I mean, first of all, every American city then fails that test right there. So, yeah, Vancouver is the jam. It's the reason why it's like so ridiculously, stupidly expensive to live there too. So,
Yeah.
amazing food, great outdoors. It was a good week. AC/DC was there
Oh.
My
playing
word.
right under our room.
Oh my God! Could you
Really?
hear it?
Yes, our room like looked out over the stadium where they were playing.
That's so funny.
Only you.
Yeah,
That's
so it was
amazing.
very loud that night. Connor
Yeah.
and I slept with headphones, I think.
I don't even realize I don't even think I realized they were still touring.
Neither did I until they were there.
Do you think
I was
he still wears the shorts?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
we're walking through the hotel lobby and I'm like, why are there all these old people with jean jackets with patches on it? And then I realized it was all AC/DC patches on everything because it must have been like the road crew or something. And I'm like, what the hell's going on around here? And I looked it up and I was like, oh, AC/DC is actually like playing tonight. So I asked Connor if he wanted to go. He's like, aren't they like really, really old at this point?
They
I was
were
like,
old in like the 90s. Like,
yeah. I'm like, yeah, they're like 65-ish. He's like, yeah, no. I don't think so.
I mean, it sounds like something Tom, I'm surprised you're not going to that tour.
I'm a big music guy, but
Yep.
some of these bucket list bands, if you haven't seen them
Oh,
in
it's rough.
somewhat of their prime or
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not the same show. It's not.
It's really not.
and you
no.
can't expect it of them. Like Aerosmith stopped touring because he literally couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, physically could not do it.
I've
His
seen him a
voice-
few
yeah.
times. Yeah.
But
They were still good when I saw him. And I saw him like 5 or 6 years ago.
actually.
Yeah, he still at least had a voice then. Yeah.
Eric Clapton is playing in Philly in September on September 13th.
Isn't he problematic? Something
Is he
happened to
playing
him.
with Van Morrison?
Eric, I don't know. Eric Clapton? I don't know. But here's the thing. That's one of those bucket listers that if you don't get it in now, You won't be able to.
It'll be like Frankie Valli. Have you seen those videos?
Oh
of
my
them
God, those are
on stage
amazing.
Where he's
The
basically
Frankie Valli.
where he's like a corpse. I'm like, who's letting him do this? Someone's got to get arrested for that. Like someone needs to be.
It's like
in
he's
trouble
like
for it.
90-something years old.
He doesn't even know where he is. He's
No,
just moving
it's
his
a
mouth.
shame.
It's really sad.
It is a shame.
But slightly funny. I'm sorry.
The videos are like
it's-
he's just like slightly lip syncing
It's
to his
crazy.
songs. Yeah, it's wild.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
Tom, I just bought tickets for Glenn Hansard this summer.
Yes.
To see my pal.
Where is he, Philly?
Backstage.
Yeah, he'll be in Philly. So I just like shout him out when I see him. Just like, hey,
Just hit him up. Be like, hey, I'm going to be at the show.
Yeah.
You want to grab a coffee?
Grab a Guinness.
Get some broccoli Rob after the after the gig.
Get some broccoli. Yeah.
What is broccoli Rob?
It's a
Oh,
Philly
broccoli
thing.
Rob.
There's
Yeah. It's on the roast pork.
the roast pork sandwiches
What?
with broccoli Rob
All right.
my
It
God.
sounds
from
disgusting.
Reading Terminal. Yeah,
It's amazing.
Anybody from Philly who's slightly, I'm sorry, Philly, but anybody from Philly who's slightly pretentious, when you ask them what their favorite cheesesteak place is, they will tell you
it's Denick's
it's-
broccoli
it's
Rob or
Denick's
John's roast pork. No, it's John roast pork.
roast pork with broccoli Rob because
Yeah,
it's better than any cheesesteak in the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ew. Get
Sorry-
out of here.
Sorry, Philly.
It's amazing. I will say it is really freaking good. I
Yeah.
do like a roast pork with broccoli Rob.
They're
But
pretty good. Yeah.
if you add some long hots onto it, whoo.
What is
Long
a
hots?
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
you're
come
just
on.
making up stuff now.
I
at
swear
this
to God, I'm
point.
not.
It all sounds made up.
Murder, dirter.
Murder to
Did you see the Delco Jeopardy thing I sent
Yes.
you?
Yes.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh my God. I'm
gosh.
sorry. We've devolved into a Philly podcast, everybody.
always.
I apologize.
Well, it was
fine.
funny. I saw some video that was making fun of Baltimore white trash, and like the accent and the camo and all that, and they were doing the accent, and people in the comments were like Delco, and they're like, no, that's Baltimore. Like
it's a
there's-
very close
it's
accent,
very
though.
close.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
close.
Yep.
But...
It is. It really is. It's like it's like the accent is like right
Yeah.
there, like just a little different. Yeah.
yeah. It's just
It's
a
pretty
little.
funny. Oh my God.
Oh my God, so good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to Google broccoli Rob after this.
I can't believe you never had broccoli Rob. We'll have to do that. We'll have to next time you guys are up, we'll get
sounds
roast
good.
pork and some broccoli Rob.
Well, Tom was talking to Matt Algeyer, and we want to come up and do a Phillies game at some point.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to figure out a time.
See, Brianna
Frumpa.
wants to go.
Frumpa.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
She asked me if I would pace her at Broad Street. I said yes, but it was already past the bib exchange deadline. I would have done it. I totally would have done it for her. But yeah, it was beyond the deadline, unfortunately.
I think I want to try and do it next year again. For like a proof of time.
For proof of time.
Yeah, like I can use my 10K for, everything up to a half marathon, but just
Yeah.
to start thinking, since I'm relatively fast right now, if I can keep
It's
it
a good
up,
idea.
like
Good
for
idea.
next
And
year.
we'll get the update soon.
Are we going to do, hey, Michael, is there any new 5-star reviews?
Oh,
Sure,
Are we remembering
let's do
how
that.
to do this? It's been a while.
Wow. There is, and this one was from way back, so I do appreciate this one. It was, obviously back in March. So DW for me, also who reviews quite regularly and updates, we really appreciate that. Will Run For is my Monday podcast. I didn't expect an episode today, but was so glad that you did. I've commented before throughout the years. I only met Erin one time at springtime and once on a Zoom during the Virtually Live. Yeah, I feel like I've known you all for years. My heart is heavy for the three of you and for all her friends. Thank you so much.
Aw,
It means the
thank
world
you.
to me. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I don't know if we said it at the beginning, but we did get all of your voice memos.
Yes.
So we're going to be playing those at the end, so that you guys can decide on your own how much you want
Yeah.
to listen or not.
Agreed. Yeah. Because not everybody can handle that kind of thing, right? And I think
I
that's
don't-
perfectly timed.
I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll
That's
see.
fair. It's fair.
We'll see.
I appreciate that totally, right? And I
Yeah.
appreciate everything. I listened to all of them already, so
God.
just so everybody knows. I am okay with those things though. Like I appreciate like Like those things don't bother me. They're like the sentiments and people asking and whatever, anything like that, or sharing their feelings. That doesn't bother me at all. Like I appreciate it. The thing that sucks, right, is paperwork.
Oh,
it's this very weird thing, and it's not like that it sucks because I'm doing paperwork. Yes, doing
it
paperwork
just feels
sucks.
it's like a finality to it.
Yes, it feels like you're erasing the person when you're doing paperwork. Like just like closing this account or X account or Y account or shutting this down or that. Right, that feels like this finality that where you're slowly erasing the person. But I mean, obviously, I'm not like if you were in this house, you would see that's the case. But that actually feels way worse than like remembering with people and talking with people. Like that doesn't like bring me down at all. That brings me up, actually. So.
I think you should just start trolling people and like just texting people from her phone.
Oh, I would totally.
And like flipping people out.
I should do that to Greg.
Does anybody owe you $20?
I'll have to think about that.
You should just text from her phone. Hey.
Yes, I should do that.
Michael didn't want to ask, but can I get that $20?
Well, here's the thing, right? So here's the things you don't think about, right? I got to keep that phone on for a while because of all the 2-factor authentication stuff, right? So like I constantly have this thing there that I have to carry around. Because like at random times I may happen to need something for a very specific reason, like whether it's, a financial account or something else.
Yeah.
So like, I'm in this weird, I was like,
why haven't you turned it off? And you were like, oh.
Because of 2-factor authentication. It's literally the only reason. Like and let me just tell you how many things she signed up for on text to get to her phone. Every single thing she never opted out of the text messages for the offers, by the way.
Here's the thing. In her defense, anytime I'm like, remember my password, or no, I don't want that thing, or no, I don't want to sign up for that thing, it does not matter. Like,
that's fair.
You're still getting the emails. Unsubscribe never works. I'm still getting emails from Yankee Candle. Remember when,
oh my God.
Remember when that was the thing to get?
Yes. Yep. That was a big thing.
20 years ago. And they're like, do you like Alpine Mist? I'm like, no, knock it off. They are delightful candles, though.
I can't.
I could never walk in those stores. They made me sick. There was just too many smells. The smell was too intense. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
It was like 400 smells at once. It was awful.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yes. So please don't text Erin because I have her phone.
Or the opposite.
Or
I don't
do
know.
it. If you want to like just mess with me and do it, go for it. Like whatever. I'll text you back. But
yeah, I can't even imagine like subscriptions and things. Well, you said she had a subscription to Raw Threads. I didn't even know you could do that. And she was getting monthly tank tops.
Yes. She had like 200 tank tops in the closet.
I
Thankfully for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take more if you have them. I didn't realize they would fit so well. I'll take them all. I'll take the rest.
Yeah. I do have more, actually. What got me was your post where you posed like her. And I'm like, damn it, Diana. Yeah. And I'm not bleeping this. I don't care. I'm annoyed at you doing it. I was like, God damn it.
Gloves are off.
Gloves are off.
But anyway,
I had to represent because
yes, no, I appreciate it a lot.
It also would never have been a color tank top I would have bought on my own. So it was very Erin.
That's fair. Oh gosh, yes, and just for everybody's knowledge, I am doing well. I'm doing very well, actually, in general. So there's that. But overall, just to put that out there, I am okay. I'm doing okay.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it sucks sometimes, but I'm doing okay in general.
Overall.
Yeah, I'm doing well okay. Overall. Yeah, and it's because we were very good. Despite what you may have heard on this podcast over the years, we were actually very good communicators. I know that's hard to believe if you listen to Will Rock for the last 5 years. But when it came to real communication, we were actually very good at it.
It was funny. At one point, somebody messaged me and they were like, do Michael and Erin like each other?
We did. We loved each other very much. And we got along great. But for some reason, there's always bickering on here, right?
It was so good.
But we were very good at communicating about very difficult things.
Well, yeah,
which was helpful for me.
Well, and the person you're around the most, like no matter who or what that is,
oh yeah,
they're going to annoy you. You love them the most, but they are going to annoy you the most out of everyone.
Wait,
for sure, yeah, right. Because you're around them the most, right?
Yes.
You can't. You can't spend that much one-on-one time with somebody and not be like, God.
Just think about
doing that one thing. Like,
how many hours we would spend on the trail together with no music, having to make decisions on which way to go.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the arguments that happened there? Because I remember them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, but we were very good at communicating, and that helped me tremendously because we talked about literally everything. She didn't shy away from any topic, as you would know listening to this. So imagine private conversations, how detailed they were, and that's, So I implore everybody to have difficult conversations with your partner because it really does help in the end.
I will not.
You guys don't have to, but I'm just going to say it is extremely helpful. On the Will Run for Self-Help podcast.
There we go. We're always looking out.
Format change. Hey.
Format change, yes.
What are we running for this week?
Oh my gosh, we're all actually running.
Hey, can I go first?
I know. Yeah, go.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not starting over, but this says getting started. Because
again? We should count.
Again? No, hold on.
Do a count.
Okay, I get one. I'm getting one this year.
Okay.
I started my marathon training on Monday. This is Wednesday, so I'm 3 days in. I'm very optimistic. It sucks getting started.
Yes.
And I know that. And I'm trying to keep perspective in general, and I'm going to remain positive. But you got to get good at working out to be good at working out. And I just have to keep reminding myself that it's going to suck until it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's always going to suck.
In general. But like, I'm at a place where it's really not easy. And I'm trying to get to a place where it's easier, right? So like,
well, yeah. And I think in the main segment, you can talk about like coaching and all of that.
Yes, please do.
But I think also what it is you haven't been working in any type of working out into your schedule at all. You've gone out for like the random Saturday every now and again where you go out and get a few miles or the dog walking or anything else. So now you're trying to find an hour and a half of time every day.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah.
To do that where you haven't like gradually started with 15 minutes here, 20 minutes here, and then gone up. It's just been nothing to an hour and a half. So it's a lot. So you should give yourself a lot of credit for being able to do that.
For sure.
And I'm going to prioritize it. Like if I had to come home and do the bike, but if I didn't after we recorded, I was going to get on the bike. Like I can't skip days. I got to work it in either in the morning or afternoon. Like it's just the way. And that's more what I'm excited about is just having that like consistent structure. And my coach is amazing. And it, the program that she set up and everything, like she takes all the guesswork out of it. Like it's really good. And I'm excited to see how this kind of journey takes me into hopefully a much better place.
That's good.
Because I got like 6 months, right? I mean, that's a long time, but that's also a short time. Given, stop, come on. I get it. You're awesome. 6 months, like it is a long time, but like I have a lot of work to do, so it's proportional, right? Like
yes.
I'm gonna need every single one of these days. I can't like blow it off on a Saturday because I want to golf, right? I'm gonna have to get up at 4 a.m. if I want to golf at 8 or something like that.
So, true, yeah.
So I have to prioritize this. It's a big thing.
So send your thoughts and prayers to me as I go through this journey with Tom.
Marathon widow.
Super supportive.
Marathon widow. And obviously I'm extremely, I don't even know what the right word is. Compassionate. And that's what I'm known for.
She is.
Oh my gosh. I have a secret that you don't know, Tom.
Oh.
Do you know somebody believed in you so much that they booked a room months ago to cheer for you in DC? That I just discovered like a week ago.
No.
Yep.
Who?
When I was
You?
Who?
When you said hold on. No, leave it in. We're not
I'm
editing
definitely
this.
not cutting that out.
Okay. I'm a little slow. Okay, I get it. I'm backing into it. We're good.
So that room was booked months ago.
Wow.
For Crystal City or whatever else it's called. So that's already booked for that reason.
There you go.
Because someone believed in you.
Now I got to train.
Now you got to train.
Now I have to train.
Yeah. Can't disappoint.
Nope.
Yep.
I will not disappoint.
There you go.
I will at a minimum be in better shape and show up to that start line.
That's true.
There you go.
A minimum.
Minimum show up.
Let's see. Let's go. So
also let me remember to change that reservation.
So that's what I'm running for, is just getting into a workout routine that is going to be consistent, that I believe in and I'm excited to do. But it sucks working out when you are out of shape. It really is.
That's true. I agree.
No, it sucks.
I did abs for the first time yesterday, and I wanted to die.
He's been talking about it all day.
Oh my God. When you first start them, it's terrible, right?
Have you just gotten like an abdominal cramp of your whole midsection? Like, that's the worst. Like,
it's terrible.
I'm like, I have abs. First of all, I have abs. And then second of all, why do they hurt this much? And it's probably because I haven't sat up in a long time. But anyways, that's what I'm running for.
Oh, yay. I'm actually running. I was taking it easy and not doing too much running over the winter, not only because it's cold, but because I thought I like severely damaged my knee at Charles Street 12. And it just turns out I'm old as hell. So
I could have told you that.
That's how that goes. So I went to my ortho and we were chit-chatting and he's like, "What are you doing back here?" And I was like, "Hey, so my knee's been really hurting and I think I did something else to it with the ACL." He's like, "Well, your ACL's not going to hurt. It's not there." And I was like, "Well, I think I've done something to it." And he shows it, and then he's like, "Show me where it hurts." And I point, and he's like, "That's arthritis." And I was like,
I'll tell you.
This guy is so mean. He's like,
oh my God.
No nonsense. He's like, "That's arthritis."
Man.
And I was like, "I don't think so."
Is he meaner than my doctor that said if I get too fat, I'm going to have a stroke and then I will?
Oh my God!
And then I'll have no friends.
Yeah, no one's going to want to be around you. But
That's
so he
intense.
was like, no, he's like, "Let's do an X-ray and just kind of check it out." And then he like grabbed my like leg and was like twisting it all around. He's like, "Well, does this hurt? And does that hurt?" And I was like, "Yes and no, and wherever it hurt." And he's like, "It's arthritis." And
oh God.
And then he did the X-ray. And he's like, "Come out here and look at this." Because he had the X-ray thing like right in his office. He's like, "Let's talk through this." And there were points where he's like, "This should be more round." And he's like, "See how that's like pointing?" He's like, "That should not be pointing." And you see these little bubbles? Those are like the little cysts inside the arthritis.
Oh God.
And I was like, "Well, what do I do about that?" And he's like, "Well, take Tylenol, buy this new brace." I bought like an arthritis cream I'm now putting on it. And then he's
Arthritis
like,
cream.
and then he was like, "When running sucks and you don't want to do it anymore, stop doing it." He's like, get in the pool or get on the elliptical when you don't. He's like, "When it stops being fun, do
something else.
Do something else." Like, he's like, "Is it hurt all the time?" And I was like, "No." Well, I ran on Sunday and it's kind of been bothering me since then. So it kind of comes and goes and depends on what I'm doing, and, more active, it hurts more. So, he's like, "I could fix the ACL if you want me to, but it's not going to stop what's hurting you." I was like, "Okay."
Well, never mind then.
So now I know, like, it's hurting not because of an injury. It's just old people, arthritis, and like just runner's knee and like all like normal stuff. So I'm not like injuring it. So he's like iced it and all that. So now I'm kind of like back into it. I still don't want to go like, I'm not going to ever be like running 5 days a week like I used to. Like,
yeah, but you know what? You don't have to.
Week. Yeah, I can do the bike. I've been doing a ton of strength. And just having a ton of balance. And I'm keeping up. I've been doing like hikes on the treadmill and the stair stepper, which I don't think is good for your knee either. But like
maybe not.
but like so I'm doing like other things. So yeah, I'm actually back to running. And it's nice outside, so I'm not miserable. So I'm gonna run outside. Nice. So I'll take it. So I'm running for being able to run.
That's good. I am running for Proof of Time in like 2 weeks, apparently.
God, can you believe it?
But so I'm doing a weird like double block here where I'm trying to fit in the Proof of Time half, and then I have a 50K out in the Malibu Canyon in the first week of June. So the half is on May 17th in Atlantic City. So I have my fingers crossed that it's good weather, because it's literally the only thing on my calendar before that July 1st date that is, Proof of Time worthy. I think I can hit what I want. I want a 153. I think I can hit it. My legs are very tired right now.
You've been running constantly.
I have piled up some mileage the past few weeks, and also a lot of walking on top of it. So yeah, I finally hit the point where I was like, I need a down week, or I'm gonna like break. So I took a couple days. I took yesterday and I took today, and then I'll get back to it. I'm gonna do a little speed work here in the next 2 weeks, I just throw it in, like nothing super, I don't know. You know how I just do stuff. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So I'll throw in a little speed here and there and hope that I can hit that mark. I think I'll be okay though, because I have plenty of endurance. So I don't know why I just go out and run a 10-miler every time I go out the door for whatever stupid reason.
Like you do. Well, when you're fast, 10 miles isn't that long. If I go out and do 10 miles.
I'm not that fast anymore, though.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like if I go out and run 10 miles, it's like 2 hours. Like it's like
That's
a
what
chunk
takes me
of my
about
day.
now.
Like it's a chunky day.
I am a man of leisure, so I do have 2 hours. That's a fair point. But yeah, Proof of Time, that's what I'm running for. Beautiful Atlantic City, my favorite place to go run a half marathon.
All the sand.
So would you say getting a Proof of Time in lovely Atlantic City,
New Jersey,
Jersey is a
forget about it.
Is a gabagool go getter goal of yours?
And now it's time for our Will Run 4 goal getters. Congrats on making your goals, you getters.
Well, we got a ton of goal getters, so I think people were happy to share some good news with us.
Yes.
So thank you guys. And I actually was doing some homework in reading. So thank you guys. So our first goal getter is Dr. Dare Runs. Goal is to set at least one more PR before my race season ends in mid-May. 2 more races on the docket to make the attempt. If I get it, that will be setting a PR per month for 6 months straight. Woo! Even if 2 of them are default PRs with new race distance, it still counts.
Counts.
Yep.
Yep, that counts.
I love it. That's very cool.
We got Laura Duxon. Just completed the London Marathon. I had the right mindset going in. It's such a hard race to get into. I put a lot of work in raising 6,000 euros for my charity. People said the crowds are amazing. I got off at my target pace. The half marathon mark was right on track in 1:31.
Whew.
But then I decided the heat was getting too much. There he is.
There he is. I'm closing the blinds.
Then I decided the heat was too much. I'm going to take it all in and enjoy. I never experienced a crowd like this before. I ran with my name on my bright orange charity shirt, and I loved how the British said, "Well done, Laura. Get it, darling." And I knew when it was a Brit who accidentally hit me when passing, because I heard sorry. Are you okay? Right after. It was warm, but they had lots of showers, and even 3 spots, cups of tea. Oh, even at 3 spots, cups of tea.
Oh.
You have a lot of time to think about things during a marathon. This is true. And I remember to crush my goal for Erin, finishing with a great feeling.
Yeah.
Was my goal. I did it. Finished in 5:26, and I have a great late race to look back at. That's awesome.
That's amazing. It was funny because Tom was he was watching, and he was just like in the living room. He's like, Laura Duxon just finished. So
that's
he was
awesome.
he was he was watching.
One correction, and I think you had you put your British hat on. It's cups of ice.
Oh, what did I say? Tea?
They had cups of ice. You were at like a
cup of tea.
A spot of tea. Gabna.
I just made it into tea no matter what.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We have to be. We're very committed and we like them a lot. We have to be the 3 worst people to do accents on the planet.
God,
We're
for
so
real.
bad.
So bad.
We're so bad.
Jesus.
All right, here we go. Our friend Spindrift Soul.
She was just on the Peloton. I saw her on the app.
Oh, nice.
The only race I hold a perfect status in, Top City Half Marathon in Topeka, Kansas.
Oh.
This Saturday for year 6.
Amazing.
Goal is to match or beat last year's time and have fun.
Yes.
Why didn't you do a Kansas accent?
I.
What does that sound like?
What is
Travis Kelce?
You got to do Doc Holliday. You got to do Val Kilmer.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
We got. Oh wait, I'm not next, am I?
Yes, you are.
No, it's me.
No, it's
No,
Diana. See, we can't do. Yeah, we're all messed up. We don't know
We're
our
all
alphabet.
messed up. No. Right. Mal. I'm not training for really anything at the moment, but I'd like to be more intentional with my workouts. Obviously, strength training and adding the bike at least 2 days a week. It's always a goal, so we'll see.
That's Mal of Coach Mal fame. That's going to
Coach you.
Coach me to that finish line.
She's also been posting. She's at some conference this week and having an anxiety attack every day. So I've been watching that journey. I get it. It's awful. I have to do it too now. I'm with you.
Yeah. I would have an anxiety attack at a conference as well because, people are anxiety inducing. On the runs, yes, the pod is back. My goal, start pre-training for the NYC training plan later this summer and also pet all the dogs.
Pet all the dogs.
Yep. For sure.
Oh, it's me.
Yep.
Beth runs Disney. After I got back from finishing my first Dopey in January, I needed a new challenge. So despite saying I'd never do another marathon, I signed up for my first Marine Corps marathon.
See? It'll get you.
It's going to be a party. Dopey was such a big challenge, and I took better care of myself when I was training for it. I felt like I needed something like that. Can't wait to see a lot of the Will Run For folks there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's kind of nice because that post-Dopey crash is a real thing.
Yeah.
So just...
Well, our recommendation, just do a ultra immediately after.
Exactly. You just roll it into an ultra. That's the way to do it.
It's just the Dopey to ultra pipeline. Oh, God. Liam Miller. After taking 2.5 months break from running, I'm back to training. I tell you, nobody wants to run in the winter. It's so miserable.
she was doing like that weight training, which was awesome to see.
Yep. My big race is the Chicago Marathon in October. My goal is to stay consistent with running and CrossFit so I can get to the start line properly trained and not undertrained for the first time in 2 years.
Awesome.
That's
Very
amazing.
nice.
Lisa Knits and Trains. I'm taking a doctor-recommended break from running. So I am cycling, strength training, and doing mobility for a 50-mile bike ride I have coming up in June. I also signed up for 2 Century rides to raise money for type 1 diabetes research.
Oh,
one is Vape Cod in September, and one is in Amelia Island in December. I agreed to raise more money than I ever have before, and a bit nervous about that. Now, Lisa does an amazing job with that. She's always out there raising funds for type 1 diabetes, and that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. She's
Is that
out there all the
supposed
time.
to say Cape Cod?
That's a good question. It was a copy-paste. So, Lisa, if that's Cape Cod and not vape, I don't know. Maybe like it's like a place in Florida, Vape Pod. I don't know.
We are so dumb.
You know what? Hey, this is going to be the vibe.
I'm
This is the vibe you
dumbest boy in school. Like it's.
Oh my God! Look,
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm retired. I can't even keep track of the days.
It's fine.
All right, Peepaw. Like.
Brianna, going for a proof of time at Broad Street on Sunday. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, you got it. You got
She's
it.
got it. She's got it. Give me all the coffee. Ran Run-a-Palooza Relay for the second year and had a great time again. Was really happy with the way I ran. Now gearing up to start marathon training for Marine Corps. I'd like to establish some A, B, and C goals. Excited and also nervous about starting training.
That's awesome.
There's going to be a huge crew at Marine Corps.
We're going to have to do some sort of.
We're doing a
something.
stop.
Apparently, I'll be in Crystal City at a hotel, so there's that.
We'll figure it out. There's going to be a lot of people.
Well, I can get anywhere. I'm just saying that's where I'm staying. If you would like autographs, I'll be at the hotel in Crystal City. I don't know what that is yet. Greg in Orlando to start hitting workouts prior to work because I'm much less likely to work out after a 12-hour shift. That's
Amen,
very
brother.
fair. Very fair.
He's got to be dying.
I can't even imagine right now.
I can't even imagine right now.
I cannot imagine. Good luck to you.
All right. S. Carlson, 75. Coming back from injury and illness to train for my first dopey and first marathon.
Nice.
Time to get serious and hire a running coach.
Oh.
Go for it.
Yeah, do it. It's always good. Stick to the plan. Get a coach. I love it. Our friend Ren Disnerd pushing through summer marathon training in Florida while working towards a PR in Berlin. Woo.
Yeah, the summer training in Florida is a thing for real. That's like something.
Yeah. There's like, what is it? It's like summer sweating is fall PRs or something.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Unless you die in the Florida heat, that's it.
We'll see you out there at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Good luck with that at 3 a.m., Mike. We got Michelle K. hoping for a PR at the Oregon 70.3 in July.
Oh, what the hell is that? Are you going to do that too now that you've seen it?
Oh, hell no. That's a triathlon.
Oh, okay.
She's doing that stuff. Yeah, she's actually going to be down on Sunday doing a bike ride, so I will probably see her.
Nice.
Eco, Emily.
Are they the same person?
I don't know.
That was one of the hardest I've ever laughed.
I almost died. I swear to God.
All right. MCM training continues with 3
Whoa.
runs. I know. It's a party.
It's a party.
With
Damn.
3 runs per week, 2 with the pup for shorter distances,
Yay.
and some Peloton bike and strength in between. Also getting some hikes in with the pup for some hills, and she's been a great hiking buddy.
She's been out there with the pup all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so great to see.
Yeah.
I love it. Lori Bennett, I have 2 big goal races this year. My first is a 24-hour trail race in June, which I plan to try and run 100 kilometers.
Yes.
The second is running the New York Marathon in November and collecting my 5th star. After New York, I will only have Boston left in my 6-star journey. So goal number 3 is to figure out how to get faster so I can qualify for Boston. Oh, you don't want to raise like $15,000 or something insane?
Right? I know. It's like crazy.
I've upped the intensity and frequency of my strength training sessions and added some different training runs to help with that goal. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
God, like everybody is like in it. Like people have like serious goals right now.
I love it.
Yeah. We have the other Stover, Allie. Whoops. We have the other Stover, Allie, as I kick my microphone. Hoping for a new PR at the Monopoly Run in New Jersey, where I'll be in a few weeks. But with the thrown out back, training isn't going as planned. But maybe the running gods will be in my favor by then, and it will happen anyway. One can hope, right? Well, I will see you there on the boardwalk.
Yeah, hopefully you at least feel okay. So
Yeah.
we'll send you good vibes.
Yep.
Our friend Scootadoot. Complete Broad Street with a smile on my face.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Meredith's doing Broad Street. I might be out there cheering. I got to see what day it is. It depends. If it's Sunday, I don't think I will be, and I wanted to but I'll be meeting Michelle for brunch. So,
the Mermaid Marathoner. Goal is for my hip to get its shit together so I can run a marathon at the end of May.
Yeah.
There you go.
You could do what I do, and I went to my very kind and nice ortho that I've talked about, who also took, I don't know, I guess this was last winter or the winter before. I was having hip pain, and it was literally because I wasn't stretching. So, I don't want you to downplay like an actual injury, but try some hip mobility, flexibility, all of that good stuff, and see if that helps.
Legendary Bill Stewart, consistent training over the summer to get ready for the Run Disney 25-26 season.
Woo!
Y'all be doing some Run Disney stuff, I'm telling you. I'm going to say this is a new person. So welcome. Splash into Disney.
Oh.
Sub 2-hour half on May 18th for Chicago.
Whoop.
For Chicago's springtime half. Haven't done sub 2 since 2023.
Nice. Go get it. Go
Yeah.
get it.
Absolutely. And welcome.
Yeah, and May should be pretty nice, like
Yeah,
weather-wise.
hopefully, yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, I know the Chicago Marathon in half. Like a lot of times, like it gets hot. So
Yeah, I could imagine. Oof.
yeah. Bam 52 71 1. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Bam?
I don't know.
Alabama?
Tom, you're electrocuting us.
Another new name.
Yes.
Getting off the treadmill and more outside runs. That's what spring and summer's for.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Get out there.
Yep. Run Cat Run, getting my butt back in gear for strength and running after being sick for 2 weeks. Love you all. That's good. You see, yeah, get back out there. Feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but certainly not least, KP Fennon got a Run Disney POT with a 10-miler and a half 0.6%.
No, that was probably an emoji of some kind that doesn't translate on the copy and paste.
Got a Run Disney POT with a 10-miler and a half marathon. Next up, training for Chicago. Go get it.
Nice.
Thank you all very much for your goal getters. We love it.
Yep.
Support you all. You're gonna crush your goals. Like,
Yeah. Oh, and I just looked, and Bam, her name is Maria, and she joins us from On the Runs.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's
Thank
like
you.
Genesis. Yeah.
shout out to our friends on the runs.
Oh, wait, I do have a goal getter. Somebody thinks they're special, right?
Okay.
Oh, they email, text.
Yes. Hold on. Take a guess. It's our favorite Southerner.
Oh, Jamie.
Jamie?
Where have you been, sir?
He's going to explain.
He's about to come out of hibernation because it's like Beach Boys season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's doing the Beach Boys clap.
Hey guys, Jamie here. Kind of setting up a new goal getter for myself and doing a 100% reset for the third time, I think. But this time, I've got some friends that are helping, holding me accountable with this. One's even running with me every other week when they have time and our minor league team's not in town, but that's beside the point. But I can honestly say it's taken me 6 months or more, or give or take, that to kind of find my passion for running again. Didn't really realize that training for that marathon would kind of take the love of running out of me, but it sort of did in a way. But I've gone out, used the C2 5K app, not felt any pressures, and just went at a pace that felt good. And I've got some 5Ks, mixed into into the schedule over the next 8 weeks. I just started week 2 this week, and overall just having fun. Did have a few races. One a couple weeks ago that wore my stitch shirt and kind of in memory of Erin, and
Love it.
could pillow me to get my ass in gear and
She would tell you that.
finish that race like I should, and not have a pity party for not doing as good as I should have and all. But anyway, side point. Y'all keep up the great work, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Jamie. Love you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It is hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge goal for him. And like, Tom, you went through this with the whole dopey and then saunter and all that stuff. Like,
do.
that
Yeah.
crash afterwards hard, right?
It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
And it like it is a full-time job, and it becomes like it
Work.
does become like work, because you're
Yep.
like, I have to do this so that I can get through the thing I'm trying to get through. But once you've done that and hit that finish line, you're like, what now? Like, I don't
Mhm.
have to train tomorrow. I don't have to train tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Like, so we get it, man. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, and Jamie, he did that thing that we all do, because he was so. It's as a new runner, he
Yep.
was like a textbook new runner, where he loved it so much and he was so into it. And every race, he's like doing a little bit better and a little bit better. And he was
Yep.
doing multiple races a week.
Oh, yeah.
Or a month, I should say, like where he'd have, every other week he had a race he was doing, and he was doing 5K here and 10K here, and like getting stronger and all that good stuff. And I think it's something we all go through. And then we love something too much, and then we crash from it, and we need a break. So I think it's Jamie, what you're going through right now, I think all three of us have gone through.
Totally normal.
And I think most people that are listening have as well.
Yeah. Yeah, just find what you enjoy again. If you like the other races, I'd just do that and stick to that.
Yeah.
You don't have to love marathons or do them or even like them or anything. Like,
Yeah. I don't love them.
yeah, do what you love,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. Do
That's
what you
it.
love. I'm really liking a 10K distance. I'm loving a 10-miler distance. I actually, every time I do a 10-miler, I think that's my favorite distance. Like, it's
I can see that.
just, you can push yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
The training doesn't break you. It's like really, like, I don't know. It just is like, I feel like that extra 3 miles for a half marathon. I don't know. It just feels different in your brain. So I'm loving that 10-miler distance. So
Hey.
find what you like.
Before we move off this, I just checked our messages, and we
Mhm.
do have one more from Heather Cohen.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
My goal is to get all my training time and miles done in May. Cross training, meh, but I need time in chair.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. She's got to get time in. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
So, segue. Let's talk about Pikes Peak.
Oh, okay. And then we can give your training update. So, so we have a race here in Maryland, which I think I've talked about on the pod before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure it's Pikes, Peek, and the Pike is referring to Rockville Pike, which is the road. So if you're like, why is it called
I was
Pikes
wondering
Peak?
that. Yeah.
I don't know why it's Pikes Peak. I guess to play off of that name and confuse people.
Yeah.
I guess. But it is a 10K. And they literally call it the PR race. It's on their website. Because it's not only a net downhill, there are huge downhill stretches where you can just go off, like where you can just kind of take off and run. There, of course, what goes down must go up at some point, right? So like there's a few uphills, but they aren't bad throughout. It kind of starts at an uphill. And when I wasn't signing up for anything. So after Springtime Surprise, I was like, I'm going to the doctor. I'm not signing up for anything. I'm not getting talked into anything. I'm not doing it because I don't know what's going on with my knee. And I think it was like that same week where he was like, do what you want to do. I was feeling good from Springtime Surprise. And I said, well, let me try and get a proof of time because mine's about to expire. And I've got one from like last May, which might work, but I wanted to take like 2 or 3 minutes off of it to like be able to submit it for a proof of time. So I kind of signed up. I don't think I told anybody about it or that I was doing it until kind of the morning of, because I don't even think I knew I was doing it because I signed up. Oh, and you're right, Michael. The signing up for a race within weeks of it happening is BS. Like how much more expensive it should be.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like how much more money it is. So the nice thing about this race is, and anyone who is local to Maryland or even in like the Northeast, if you need a good proof of time, it's a super random race. It's small. There's like 2,000 runners. Like it's itty bitty. You can get a really good proof of time. Logistically, it's great. It's a point to point, but it's a metro station to a metro station. So you just get on the train and go back, but with way less people. So it's not like Broad Street where it's thousands
insane.
and thousands
tens
of people.
Of thousands of people.
Yeah, like it's so it's really good logistically. They also there's no medal, which Tom doesn't like, but they have a shirt and they've upgraded the shirt a little bit. They used to have that kind of crappy tech shirt that Bird in Hand has. You know,
I don't like. Oh, theirs is terrible.
They used to have like that material, but now it's like an actual tech shirt, which is nice, but no medal. But post race, they have a ton of food. Like sometimes they'll have pizza or they'll have like a full like breakfast kind of buffet. This year you could get like a cheeseburger or they had like a mozzarella sandwich for like vegetarians, and they had cookies, and they had, what else did they have? All kinds of snacks, like just like a ton of food afterwards. It's like definitely a big party celebration. All of like the little vendors that they have afterwards are super excited to see you and have you there. And it's all like running related stuff that they're giving out. They're not like giving out crap like insurance stuff or, you know, like all that kind of stuff. Like, so
all the random.
It's just like a really nice small race. And I knew I wanted to run fast, which by the way sucks and I hate doing. It's so stupid.
It is dumb
to run a race. And Tom is a nice supportive husband. So he was like, I'm going to come with you in the morning and drop you off, cuz I didn't do big, like it's far for us. It's like 40 minutes for us. So it's not like right down the street for us. So we just picked up our bib and stuff in the morning really easy. So I can't tell you anything about bib pickup or how that works. But he's like, I'll drop you off, see you off, and then I'll get in the car and then I'll just drive down and I'll meet you at the finish line. So made my life a whole lot easier. But yeah, I felt really good. Before I get into my actual race, anything you want to share? I know you've run it before. This was, I think, my 3rd or 4th time.
I've never done this race.
You didn't do it that year all of us did it?
No. Because Donna was there, and I remember because
Donna's done it a bunch.
I was in there with you all, but then I just drove to the finish. But
oh yeah, because it doesn't have a medal.
I do. I hang out like near the front, like and when she says this is a fast person's race, like
oh yeah,
like before the race starts, like right in front of the timing mats, like people will go around the timing mats, and then that just the chute that you come out of to start the race, people are sprinting back and forth, and like it's just a lot of people. There's a lot of elites. Like half that field is elites, and you actually said, like if you listen to the announcements, it's like, okay, so this pace group, and anybody 12 minutes. The
12-minute mile runners and walkers.
And runners and walkers. So, like, walkers are grouped with 12-minute pace runners.
Wow.
And that's like the slower portion. Like, most of this race, it's a fast one.
Yeah.
But it's very cool to watch. Like, it's like they take off like a shot
But it's not big and scary. Remember how like we did Cherry Blossom last year and people were running so fast and it was so crowded. I literally thought I was going to die. I thought Ryan was going to lose like a body part because Nicole like
dropped something.
Like Nicole dropped a glove and he like went back for it. He was like, I thought I was going to die. Like it was.
It is. Yeah, that's true. It is not like that.
And there were people doing intervals out there where I felt like at Cherry Blossom, like I was like, we were like the only people doing intervals, it felt like, but like there were people doing intervals, and especially on like little uphills, people were taking like walk breaks and things like that. So it's a fast race, but like it wasn't like super intense or super intimidating or like anything like that. So I just say that for like kind of anyone who is remotely adjacent, it's a good race. It's a good race to do, especially for a proof of time. I knew I wanted to run fast. So I actually started to prepare like I used to, where I started to prepare days earlier, where I planned like that week when I was going to do my leg workouts and when I was going to do my arm workouts. And my rest days are typically like Friday and Sunday. So I rested Friday and Saturday and stretched both those days.
Whoa.
And was eating what I should have been eating. I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink the night before.
That's important.
Interesting.
Everybody write that down. That is
Don't
important.
It is actually important,
like
I will say.
The night before, like I'm usually, I don't know, heavily drinking the day before a race. So I actually like planned for how I was going to do it. I got my emotional support chicken parmesan the night before, which is not only I think okay for my stomach, because it's tried and true, but like I said, it's an emotional support thing. So like it like makes me feel good in my soul, I think a little bit. Even though I was looking at the menu and I kind of wanted something different, I was like, nay, I will not. That's like, I kind of was feeling something spicy. And then I was like, I'm not doing it. And then that morning I woke up with enough time. I had, and then this is also, we'll get to this, but I think this is also where my problem lies because I haven't been doing breakfast of late. I've kind of been eating after I've been working out, which I know is a bad thing and you're not supposed to do. But like a lot of times I won't eat until like 10:30 or 11. But I had a little applesauce and half a slice of toast with peanut butter on it. And I was like, this is great. I took Tylenol. And then right before the race started, I took Advil, which also may have led to my problems later. But I had a peanut butter overly medicated cocktail because I was so worried about my knee. I put my arthritis stuff on. I was ready to go. It was like old school. I wore one of Erin's tank tops, which I replaced I had the same tank top and I just replaced it. So I was wearing her tank tops. I wore my Will Run for Erin and my Crushing My Goals and Pet All the Dog bracelets. Like I was like in the right headspace. I stretched before the race. Like I did my calisthenics. I'm telling you guys, this is unlike me.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
I was able to go yourself up. Success.
I was able to poop before the race, which we all know doesn't happen.
Oh my God.
Like the stars were aligning like they normally don't for me. Honestly, I'm usually having an anxiety attack because I haven't pooped, and it's like all of the different things. There was like a situation where the race started 20 minutes late and people were getting kind of antsy and it was a little cooler. But you said there was like an ambulance or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it starts and you basically go directly up the hill. And at the top of the hill, there were two police cars and they kept announcing, they were like, there's somebody up there needs an ambulance and we're just waiting for the ambulance to come, and make sure that person's okay. So they delay the race a little bit, but that's when, again, I was standing in front of the finish line watching the elites stay warm for this race. And it's very impressive. It's really impressive. Like, I don't know. It was cool to watch, but I'm like, they are sprinting back and forth, about to run this race. Like
the person that won the race, I was looking at times, ran like a 4:25 pace.
Oof, geez.
Like fast people at the start of this race. I wasn't near that, guys. Like when I say like I still ran like it was a great pace for me, but it was like a normal pace. I always die at the end, so I was like, I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to go out moderately slow. The first mile always sucks. I hate it. The first mile sucks, and I push myself too hard because it sucks, and then I'm miserable. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. So I did that correctly. And then I had adjusted my intervals to something stupid. So I was running a ton and like barely walking, and feeling pretty good. I will say I do not get PRs when I'm with people because I can't shut my mouth. I'm a yapper.
Really?
Shocking. So I'm like talking the entire time. I could not have run the pace that I ran if I was with anyone else. Because I think if I had said a word to anyone, I would have died and I would have completely lost my pace. Because I was like, I was breathing heavy. I was like, and I actually said to Tom when I finished, I was like, I actually think I need to work on my cardio. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I've been doing a ton of strength and a lot of time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I'm like on the bike, I'll do it more of a strength ride where I'm riding like really hard and not getting my heart rate up crazy. So I was like, oh my God, I got to work on my cardio. But I felt like really good. And I was like, I had a goal in my head of what I wanted to get. And at mile like 3.5, I was like, I'm blowing this out of the water. Like I'm getting like way faster than I thought I would. At mile 4.5, I was like, my stomach hurts. But I kept going and I was like, hey, I'm gonna keep what I'm, this pace. I was staying actually under a 10-minute mile, which is like stupid fast for me. And my first mile was like just above a 10-minute mile. So I was like doing exactly what I wanted to. Tummy started to hurt. Started tasting peanut butter is what I started tasting. No. Where I was like, oh, this isn't great. And I kept spitting. And I was like, honestly, if I throw up, I'll feel better. But it like wasn't ready. Like I could not throw up. So my last mile, it wasn't as slow as my first mile, but it wasn't as fast as I think I wanted it to be because I ended up having to walk a little bit more than I wanted to, literally because, as everyone know, Michael and I get tummy troubles on race day.
It's true.
It's what happens. I don't know what happens. And then I'm running down. So you kind of run down a hill and then you make a turn onto a road, and Tom's like standing on that corner and I can see him cheering. And he was actually surprised and he wasn't ready for me because like I was quicker than you thought I would be. Oh. So like you had to like scramble to get ready. And literally as I turned that corner, I started to like dry heave to the point where I'm like, I'm going to vomit. I'm not going to be able to do anything. I'm going to vomit onto myself is what it felt like.
Oh my God.
Where I was like, you know that noise. I was making that like, I'm going to throw up noise. But I was like, I got to keep going. So Tom's literally has it on video where I'm kind of running, but you can tell I'm like, there's something going on. I kept like moving to the side. But like not kind of going as fast. I'm still running, but not as fast as I wanted to. And I crossed the finish line and I hear them say my name, like Diana. And I immediately make a sharp right turn and I'm like behind the finish line.
Oh my God.
And I splatter vomited everywhere. Like it was over. Man. Like it was like people were ever there. It was a nice moment. Tom doesn't have the throw up on camera, but he has me running and throwing up. And you can hear him kind of go, "What's she doing?"
I have the sharp turn. Like I got her going across the finish line, and then
like I made sure I crossed a timing mat, and then like immediately,
and she makes an immediate like right turn. I'm like, where the hell is she going?
Oh my God!
Because she was trying to get out of the way of people.
Like I didn't want to like.
Fair. That's fair.
And then I just kind of like wiped my mouth, and then I like went and I sat down. The thing is, they have like, this is such a small race. It's still the timing thing that you attach to your shoe.
Oh,
like it's
wow.
not even on your bib. So they had chairs. So I was able to sit down so I could take my thing off. And I felt like slightly better. I think I was nauseous for another like 5 minutes or so. If I had thrown up on course, I don't know if it would have helped because I still felt shitty for like a few minutes after. So it would have been like a puke and rally situation. I don't think.
It would have taken some time.
So I am a little disappointed because I do think I could have gotten 2 minutes faster, at least a minute faster than what I did. But I'm like super proud. I got a 9-minute PR, which is
damn.
That's a lot for a 10K, I think.
That is. It's a lot.
It's a lot for a 10K. So I was really proud of my time. I was really proud of everything. And, you know, not everything's going to go perfect the way you wanted to. And it was like 6 minutes faster than what my actual goal was for the race.
Man.
So like that I think was good. Like when I kind of realized it was like that feeling of relief where, oh, I'm going to make this no matter kind of what I do from here on out. And then as I kind of was pushing and feeling good, I was like, holy crap, I'm going to be able to get really fast for me. So I was like really excited about it. So I definitely think it's the strength training. It's actually like taking a race seriously. I don't want to do this all the time, guys. It's awful. Like every race should not be this.
It's not fun.
But Tom was laughing at me because I was like, oh, I was so close. Now I've got like, what did you say? You're like, you've got like the hunger in your eyes now, like fast hole hunger, where now I'm like, what else can I do? So like that I think is encouraging. Where I'm like, oh, if I actually put a little bit more work into it and do a little more speed work, I was like, I think I can bring my everyday pace down a bit and then make my fast pace faster.
Yeah,
so
faster.
I think I'm really encouraged to do some good like speed type stuff. But yeah, it was awesome. And then I felt fine for the rest of the day. I wasn't really sore the rest of the day. I came home, I stretched, I took a shower. I walked the dog a few times, and then like I got back to my Monday morning workout, so I wasn't miserable after, which I also think is like a huge win. Yep, so I was super proud. And I will say, and Mike, I don't know if you do this while you're out there running. There were points out there where I was like, oh, I should probably take a walk break, or I'm kind of ready for a walk break. And then I literally had Erin in my head, like screaming. Like, so I definitely say like that helped push me. And I was like looking at my bracelets, and she was definitely in my head more so than normal. Not that she always hasn't been like a cheerleader or everything, but just like kind of more so where I was like, if I was this close and I didn't get it, she'd be okay with it, but she'd like make a face. Like it would be. She'd been like, you could have done it. You know, she wasn't always telling me, well, you don't really need as many intervals as you need. And like, you can run faster. Like if you just do it, you know, all that. And so I was kind of thinking some of that in my brain. So yeah, it was a good race. I think everyone should do it. It's just really nice. It's super small. If you need a PR, a Disney race, like it's a great 10K. And you can use that for everything but the full and dopey. So
nice.
Goofy,
that's
I
true.
guess.
You can use goofy.
So if you want to fly.
Anything without the full, you can use it for pretty much.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's what's going on with me. I'm not signed up for anything else. I'm signed up for the Baltimore Women's Classic in June. So that's a 5K.
I'm technically not even signed up for Loopy yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the 12.
Loopy!
I'm just doing 12 hours. So
Am I going to have to do Loopy? I really don't.
So let's
you can come hang out.
I
The
think
hanging out's the worst part. If I'm coming, I'm going to run. Like the hanging out was
Well, they're
terrible.
doing relay teams. Greg, check the email. Greg's email's in there. Am I supposed to read that email? Speaking.
It's just so hot.
Oh, it's hot.
And I'd rather be at the pool.
Unless there's a massive storm, it's hot.
Yeah.
Then it goes from hot to really bad.
Mm-hmm. Well,
to chilly.
Tom's probably going to do it, right? Because you'll be like right in the middle of your
That'll
training.
be your training. That'll be perfect.
That'd be a training run for you.
Yeah, I don't have that many like races during training. I got Charles Street 12, and really Loopy's the only thing. So like I'm gonna have to get miles in anyways. might as well come party.
Yeah, at the infamous Cooper
The Cooper Loop.
Cooper Loop. Cooper Loop. Well, Tom, I know you gave a little bit of an intro to your training and kind of said you have a coach. Did you want to talk about all that?
Yeah.
I think we already kind of announced your coach, but
Yeah, I mean, she was in the Goal Getters, but
she's in
still.
the Goal Getters. But
Coach Mallory is my amazing coach.
He's your problem now.
Ever the optimist.
Support.
We just started. We're 3 days in. Basically 6 days a week. And what that entails is roughly it's Monday speed work. Tuesday and Thursday are like a short run, around 2.5 to 3.5 or so miles, which I'm sure it will increase. And then like Wednesday and Friday are Peloton bike. A couple of those days she's incorporated strength and core, upper and lower body. And then Saturday's long runs, and she's plotted out all my long runs with some speed, like boost of speed in there. And I think we're training up to 22 miles, and then taper before race day, but it's 26 weeks. And, yeah, I'm excited because very much so because of the structure and how hands-on it is and how flexible it is. And, you know, it's just going to be a change for me because I have to really prioritize this. Mm-hmm. This is really what I have to focus on. So get up early, stay up late, get it when I can get it, but I can't get into a pattern where I'm not following this plan. Like this is the plan. I'm going to follow the plan.
Yeah. And it's a lot. Like
it is a lot.
Going from not doing much to, like I said, it's, you know, an hour and a half every day. Where some of it I was like, ooh, she's got you like jumped in like immediately. So
nice.
And she asked me, we had an intake call and she was asking me all kinds of questions like about pace and races I have coming up and what I'd like to do. Am I an indoor runner, outdoor runner? Do I run with people? Do I have, you know, like how many days a week, how many rest days I want, blah, 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 like all the stuff. Like it was very thorough. So it was nice to go through that process.
Yeah, you'll be doing more than I'm doing because I do 2 rest days a week. I don't do 6 days a week.
I feel like I got more work to do. Yeah. Like I got a lot of work to do. Like this is going to put me through it, but
I'm proud of you.
The goal is the goal. The goal is to cross that finish line, and party with all of our friends down there and enjoy the experience. But honestly, I'm going to be running for the foreseeable future.
You'll have updates, things to talk about.
Well, like in my head, like, so tomorrow night we're going to see a movie and Friday night we're supposed to go to a baseball game. That means both mornings are going to be when I get my workout in. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday, I think we have plans midday. My long run is only about 6 miles that day, but that just means I'm getting up early on Saturday. So like being able to project it and just, you know, work around things and get all the timing right. I am excited to get into a rhythm where regular exercise is part of the day.
Yeah, it's your routine.
Because, God, I've been so sedentary. Sedentary?
Yeah, sedentary.
Yeah. So, looking to shake the dust off things. Let's get it.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Go for it.
Yeah, I think if you stick to it, you'll do really well.
Yeah,
and we're also like as he's going through this, I'm also using it as kind of an opportunity for us to get a little bit more healthy in our diet and all that stuff as well. So, I'm just hoping like what he's doing with this marathon training rubs off on me a little bit. So we can kind of stick with it together and all that good stuff.
For
And
sure.
not get fast food multiple times a week.
That's the rub there, right?
Or not even fast, just carry out, take out.
Anything. Yeah. No, like all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. It all adds up quickly.
Yep.
It really does.
Yeah, so try to make my better choices and feel good, but no, I'm proud of you. And I'm glad you have a coach.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go for sure. Especially since coming off of like struggling and restarting and all that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you have Mal as well, because she's so nice and sweet that you're not going to want to disappoint her. So
that's true too.
Rather than getting like cranky me, who will the coaching would be bullying rather than coaching.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, and no shade to anybody else, and this is not a negative thing at all, but like I know Mal, we've met like multiple times, like we've known of each other for a while, but I kind of wanted something that was more of a business transaction where like if Diana was like, I'm going to coach you, like I could be a little punk and be like, I don't want to train today, man, right? Like, I needed it to be more of a business relationship where I've engaged with this person for a service, and not that it's mechanical or anything like that, but like I wanted it to be very legit and like
understandable.
And she is nothing but an amazing professional person. So like I'm excited. I'm excited to work with her. I'm excited to kind of see how this takes me. And hopefully I can get to that Jamie part where I'm all burned out because I killed a goal and I don't want to run anymore, right?
That's it. Well, that is why you're here, though. That is what happened, basically.
Exactly. So like I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, you've been in a post dopey slump for 2 years now.
That is fair, actually. Well, because I think it went dopey, saunter, loopy, and that was a lot, right?
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And then you had all that weird foot stuff, like your foot was hurting.
Yeah.
And then you had blisters all over you. What you met in your feet?
Well, and so Mal was asking me about my recent races, and I'm like, so we did Donna, and we did Springtime, and I'm like, did I walk all of those races?
Yes.
Kind of. I mean,
we walked Donna.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
we walked Donna fast.
I didn't completely walk all of Springtime, but a lot of it.
You and I did the 5K and the 10K together, and we did intervals. But the 10K, we got to the point where we stayed together for the first little bit, and then I was running ahead for photos, and then you would jump in line with me.
Yeah, and you were doing intervals when I saw you on the 10-miler.
So, like, I wasn't consistently in a good running spot, right?
But I don't know if you'd really you'd gone out for a couple of Saturdays, but you weren't in like a training cycle for them.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, well, I did 6 miles, so I don't have to do anything for 5 days. That's not a good spot to be in.
Not a good recipe for success.
It's all about consistency. You can't say it enough. It's all about consistency.
True. It definitely is. Definitely is.
Yeah. No, and I think you'll start to feel better with like all the strength and all that. Like it was so funny. Was it like last episode, the last Not Sad episode we had?
Yes.
When we did goal getters, it was like 80% of the people were like incorporate strength.
Yeah.
Strength made a difference. I'm seeing the difference strength is making.
Yep.
So I do think I think strength is what helped me.
Well, like, remember we were at Loopy and Brianna was there and.
Oh, yeah. She looks great, by the way.
She killed it.
She's nothing but strength, but she was like saying, this is a lot easier when you are stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, you got to get your cardio down, but the endurance part and the, and the wear and tear on your muscles and all that stuff, like, it really helps when you are stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
God, she's strong. It's a little, the amount of just ogling I do with her page. It's a little
It's
inappropriate.
a little creepy.
It's a little creepy.
I want to apologize. I spelled her name wrong in my phone when I put it in too. Sorry.
How
Terrible.
dare you?
I used I's instead of Y's
What?
for
Yeah.
her first.
It
and
was
last name.
funny. She did say, Brianna, when she was at the service and she was like introducing herself to people she hadn't met, she's like, when I talk to people, I'd always introduce myself. She's like, remember they call me Bria and Brianna and Brianna? I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I love it how people can come together because of how stupid we are. That's a nice compliment.
Fair. That's
We're
fair.
the dumbest of the dumb.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll stay updated
Absolutely.
on Tom, and it won't be me. I'm not going to get on about anything. I'm going to be very neutral
You heard it.
about it.
Guys, I did 5 minutes of core work and I wanted to die.
Yeah, he's been talking about it for a day.
It's my stomach was like, what are you doing? Anyway, do we want to wrap up with something good?
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like I've been talking, so I don't know if somebody
Let me
else
go
should
first.
jump in first.
I wrote BAD, which means Badass Diana. And this is going to get a little sappy, but like honestly, the consistency of the Peloton, the strength training, the core workouts, stretching, the fact that you set a goal and you were very focused on that goal and you properly prepared in every possible fashion to set yourself up to run a good race and kill a goal that you wanted. Like, it's just been amazing. Like, you've been killing it. And I'm so proud of how much work you put in to getting to where you are.
Well, that's very nice, and I don't know what to do with
Just
my
take the
feelings
compliment.
or
Take
my
the compliment.
hands.
It's fine. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of consistency, like, I've never been good, and I've never really tried, but I've never been good at like transforming my body. And like, I know people who have dieted and it worked, right? Or worked out and it worked. I had a friend that was like on P90X before his wedding. And I'm like, what the hell is this? But like all this muscle, like I've never been good at like, I had this goal and I'm going to do these things consistently. And then the goal is achieved. And I think that's over the last couple months or whatever, Diana, you've been killing
Yeah.
it. And it's incredible to watch.
Aw.
And just take the compliment and let's not make
you.
it weird. But like,
But consistency is work, and it wasn't, consistency. Like, I think I work out for like a couple hours a day now. I don't have children. You guys with
Fair.
kids, I don't know
Yeah.
how you do it. But
Yeah.
like, I probably work out for a couple
fine.
hours. And when I work out, I mean stretching and stuff like that too. But I started out with like 10 or 15 minutes.
but then you also get better at working
Yeah.
out.
So,
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
So
Like anything
and I've
else,
been
right?
And I've been doing it. I think I got really serious around springtime last year.
So
Oh, yeah.
Because I
You're
was
right.
looking at photos of springtime last year. And guys,
stop.
there were problems happening.
Let's not go back.
So, thank you, and that's extremely nice.
My something good is my badass wife
There you
who,
go.
I don't know, is probably going to find a new husband.
I'm gonna upgrade to I don't know. No one wants this. I'm gonna have to get Botox.
Get Botox. Oh my God.
Well, I kind of have two something goods, and both of them are equally as stupid as the other. The first thing, Tom and I are watching Good American Family on Hulu. And when I tell you this show is bonkers, it's insane. So not as sentimental or sappy, but this was a real life story. It happened a couple years ago, and this family adopted this child with dwarfism and then thought she was got her legally changed to an adult and put this 8-year-old girl in an apartment and had her living by herself. It was all over the news. There's multiple documentaries on it. I don't care. Don't watch the documentaries because it's too sad. Watch this stupid Hulu miniseries because it's got Meredith Grey in it. Who's the dad?
He's from the show The League?
Oh,
The acting is some of the worst I've ever seen on
Really?
television.
oh my
It's
god,
really not good acting.
It's so uncomfortable and cringy. The music choices, absurd. Just when you're like, that was a weird choice, like the next thing happens.
Oh my god.
And it's crazy. So I don't know. I can't, and it's awful because then you Google it and it's really sad, and that's awful. But the mini series, there's one episode left, so it's just
bad.
in time to binge. Really dumb. So everyone watch that because you'll get angry and it's just insane. And they've got an adult playing this child. Everything about it's crazy.
Oh jeez.
The other thing is, I cannot remember if I just talked about this in our Dragon Smut group text or if I actually mentioned it on the podcast. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. Did I talk about Your Monster?
I don't know. It's a good question.
So Your Monster, it's streaming on Max, I think. I think it was streaming on Max. And it was a rom-com. It was released in theaters, but it didn't do very well.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
I don't think. It's like a dark comedy, female director, very much in the vein of like Lisa Frankenstein, which you guys know that, like, I think it was like my favorite movie last year. It was so great. This is kind of the same type thing. This girl, she gets broken up with by her boyfriend, and she falls in love with the monster in her closet.
Oh.
And it's a rom-com with her in the monsters, and it's a dark comedy, and it's a little horror. There's like a horror aspect to it. And it's so good, and it's so smart, and it's so funny. I've watched it like 3 times. So, especially for I don't know how Tom felt about it. He was probably lukewarm on it.
It was good. It was entertaining.
I loved it. The guy that plays the monster, who's done up kind of like the 1980s Beauty and the Beast television show, if anyone remembers that.
Oh my god.
So he looks kind of crazy, lives in her closet. The music's really fun. Like the acting's really fun. The guy that plays the monster was on the Mindy Project. He was like one of the boyfriends on the Mindy Project. Female director. It has that girl in it who's been in everything this year. She's in like Scream and stuff. I don't know. It was excellent. No one's talking about it. Go watch Your Monster. It's scary and funny and sexy and weird and all of the good things. And I don't know if men will like it, but those reading any type of dragon or fairy smut right now will probably like it.
There you go.
Oh my god. Well, I had a triumvirate of movies that could only be called eclectic on my flight out to Vancouver.
Can't even imagine what you were watching.
So I started with Flow, which was good.
Amazing.
I enjoyed it very much. I went right into Megalopolis.
Why?
Okay.
Because it was on, and I was like, this is... And Megalopolis, I don't know if it's... It definitely has some of the dumbest things I've ever seen put on screen. But it's something.
Yeah, I either hear it's like, people are like, it's brilliant or it's the worst movie ever made, and there's like no in between.
I think it's in between. I think it's both brilliant at times, but also the worst thing ever made. So I think they're both right, because I think there's elements of both, right? There is some dialogue in there where I'm like, wow, this was a choice. There's some acting where I was like, this is a choice also.
I remember when it came out, there were like so many TikToks of like people like talking about it, because I get a lot of like movie guys.
Yep, it's crazy. Yeah, so I watched Flow, Megalopolis, and then Hannah, which is Charlotte Rampling basically solo on screen with almost no dialogue.
What is that?
It's an amazing film, actually. I love Charlotte Rampling anyway, but yeah, Hannah is amazing. Yeah, if you saw her, you probably know what it is. But yeah, fantastic. Hannah was fantastic. So I sandwiched 2 really fantastic cinematic experiences around Megalopolis, which was this overblown monstrosity of I don't know what. Like, actually don't know. I don't know. I still don't know if it was good or bad, but I know I couldn't stop watching it. Let's put it that way.
You can't look away.
I couldn't.
Like a car crash.
No, I could not. That was it.
And it's Adam Driver, right?
Oh yeah, and it's wild.
And he's good sometimes, and he's not good a lot of times.
It was hard to be good in this because there's some like all of the dialogue is like odd. It's odd.
Well, and that's what happens when you get let Coppola still do things.
Yes, that was his opus, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm glad I watched it. It's not something I'll ever revisit, but I can say I watched it. It's
a movie that happened, and it
is, and I won't forget it.
Nice.
Until you said that you watched that, I forgot it existed.
So did I until I saw it it was like literally one of the ones available in my seat. So I was like, oh, I'll watch Megalopolis.
Was it really long too?
I watched it over 2 flights. So yeah, it probably was.
God.
I thought I remembered. Did it have an intermission?
I believe it did.
I thought I remember that. Like, it had like a weird, yeah.
I'm sure it was trimmed down for the plane as well, because I'm sure there was stuff in it that shouldn't have been on screen.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I'm on IMDb now, and Coppola also wrote it, which I don't know if that's a good idea. Does he normally write things?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know enough about him. I know he directs things, but I don't know if he writes things. I don't know. I also confuse him and Scorsese a lot, so
that's fair.
That feels
Godfather, Goodfellas, all that stuff.
I feel like it's
Casino,
all the same.
yeah.
And I feel like they're friends.
Probably they gotta be, right?
I feel like it's a whole thing. Nick Cage is the nephew. That's a fun fact for those who don't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he is. He's a Coppola.
Yeah, Nick Cage is actually Nicholas Coppola.
Yep.
And that's your fun fact for the day.
No.
Remember in The Godfather 3 where there's the line, but he's your first cousin, and his daughter, Sofia Coppola, responds, then I'll love him first. That should be the quote that sends us out.
That would be a good quote.
Is
that it? You're looking at one. That can't be it. We can't.
I have a bunch of quotes.
We can't end on cousin incest. What's that called? I guess cousin incest.
Hey, I'm going to wrap us up with a quote. But thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you to all the goal getters. But I will wrap us up with a quote, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is from everyone's favorite coach, Jeff Galloway.
Okay.
U.S. Olympian, running writer, and coach. The more you frame the marathon as a stressful experience, the more negative messages you'll receive. But it's just as easy to frame it as a positively challenging journey.
That's very Tom.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, what you didn't see is me Googling quotes from famous Philadelphians, and everything was about the Eagles. Like, literally.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Eagles.
And I'll end on Francis Ford Coppola wrote the screenplay for Captain EO. You're welcome.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I forgot he directed that.
Fantastic.
Oh, bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 All right. So we wanted to do play everybody's voicemails they sent in, and then there's a couple I'm going to read as well. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to, of course, Bill and Robin and Stephanie. Ian sent one in, Laura, Doug. So thank you all for sending them in. Sorry if I forgot anyone. But first I'll do the ones we're reading, and then we'll listen to everybody's. We have Laura's. She has a message as well. But I want to read the email because it's important. She was on Pace Yourself with Erin and Stephanie. I just want to say how deeply sorry I am. There truly are no words. I only got to know her more recently through the Pace Yourself podcast when she and Steph invited me to be on to share my thyroid cancer journey and help me finally make peace with the battle I had gone through for almost 30 years. Thank you for inviting all of us in the Will Run For Pace Yourself podcast family to pay tribute to her by sending you audio messages. It means so much to all of us. I know that my life is exceedingly better because of Erin's light, and she will continue to shine on in others. Sincerest condolences, Lara. And we'll play Lara's in a bit as well, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That was really nice, actually. Pace Yourself was really important to her, so... and like getting out there and saying that kind of stuff. Robin says, I'm so sorry to hear about Erin's passing. I was searching podcast land for a running review of the Cherry Blossom 10-mile race in DC and was thrilled to see Will Run For podcast come up first in the search results for the 2024 recap. I'd been training for the race for a few months and was very nervous. The team's recap was great, but my heart caught when Erin said that she really likes this race and wants to run it in 2025. Of course, she didn't get to run Cherry Blossom again, but I was thinking of her last week. I crushed my goal and set a stupid, massive PR, and I like to think I honored her memory just as she ordered. Yep, I would 100% agree with that as well. That's really wonderful. Thank you. And I think the others are all... voicemails, so they will be playing next, and I appreciate it. Also, Holly sent a really funny story. I don't remember if I replied to you or not, but I really appreciated that story. It was kind of like my barber story. You know, it was one of those type of stories where the barber finds out as he's cutting my beard that my wife passed away. So thank you for that story, Holly. I actually genuinely appreciate it. And of course, we got one from Bill Stewart. So, and I just wanted to thank Bill because I forgot to mention him on the springtime episode, I think. I ran into him a bunch of times, obviously, but I talked to him for a while at Roundup Rodeo, and it was really wonderful. He's such a wonderful human being, and it was really nice. That was on when I was at my daddy day, or not daddy. That sounds really weird. I was at my dad day. I was at my dad day at Hollywood Studios with Melissa, Marsha, and
Daddy
Sarah.
Day.
Yeah, well, yes, I am the official hoochie daddy of the group.
Sure. It's true.
But so thank you, everyone, and please listen to these. I've listened to them all, and I just want to thank everybody, and thank you all for hanging in this long. Appreciate it.
Hey everybody, this is Doug. I just want to extend my condolences to all of you, especially Michael. And I wanted to share two memories of Erin. One is from Marathon Weekend 2024. So at that point, I was a relative newbie to the Run Disney community, and I had been listening to Will Run for just under a year. And it was early in the morning before the half, and I saw Erin speaking to Bob from Rise and Run, and I had already met Bob at Springtime Surprise, so I used it as an excuse to introduce myself to Erin. I tap her on the shoulder, and I will never forget her reaction. I told her my name and my Instagram handle, and almost immediately, instead of saying something like, "Oh, hi, I'm Erin," or "Nice to meet you," she practically screamed and said, "Oh my God, you have to meet Michael. He hates cars." So then she told me that Michael would sometimes sit looking out their front window, and as she put it, he would curse the drivers who run the stop sign. And then channeling Pixar's Coco, she said I was probably Michael's spirit animal. And we totally laughed, and it was just a great way to kick things off and hit it off with her. Then I wound up meeting Michael in the corral and even got the chance to run with him for a bit during the full, and that made my first marathon at Disney even better, and just instantly made my Run Disney family bigger. So then, after that meeting, she invited me on Inside the Runner's Studio, which was totally a blast. And from everything that everyone has shared, it totally fits. She was just like a social hub, I guess. Someone who wanted to create connections between other people in this awesome community, even if she just met them or only knew them from their social media handles. And as I've seen other people say about her, once you were in, you were in. And then the second memory, of course, is the day that will live in infamy, the Rise and Run New York City Marathon meetup featuring three of the hosts from Will Run For. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can swear on your podcast. She never stopped giving me shit for it, and it was totally good-natured, as if she knew I could handle her sarcasm and her humor and give it right back, which I totally did. I told her that the more she trolled me, the more it strengthened my resolve to host the second annual Rise and Run meetup featuring the hosts from Will Run For. From there, Greg invited me on Podcast Family Feud, which gave us another chance to troll each other. And I don't think I've laughed that hard on any remote interview or Zoom call or really any time since. It just was like one of the funniest evenings of my life in recent memory. It was great. I was really hoping I'd get the chance to see Erin again at springtime or at next year's marathon so we could just keep trading jokes. She was funny and she was really tough, but she was also just so kind. And one of those people you could tell was just an amazing human being, even if I didn't know her for all that long. I think, if you're a Run Disney runner, you start doing these things because, running through the parks is cool. And it is. But if you keep coming back like I have and like so many other people have, it's because you just meet all these amazing people. And among all of the amazing people I've had the good fortune to meet, Erin was a total standout. I'm really going to miss her. I'm sending you all a lot of love and a lot of hugs. And by the way, if any of the hosts of Will Run For wind up doing a race in New York City, I am totally going to host another Rise and Run meetup in memory of Erin. Lots of love.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Doug. That was amazing. Hopefully this sounds okay because I am just wearing an AirPod at the moment, so hopefully it sounds okay. But thank you so much. That I was cracking up during that whole thing. I really appreciate it. On to the next one.
Hello, Will Run For family. This is Laura Mueller from PA. I want to again extend my sincerest condolences to Michael, Diana, Tom, and all of Erin's friends and family. Our connection was not deep, but it touched me so much when she invited me and saved a seat for me at my one and only meetup at Broad Street. Then years later, when I reached out to her for running advice, she said she remembered me. Erin is so special and kind. She helped create this wonderful, welcoming running community and shape so many others, and I'm forever grateful. She will be missed and always in our hearts. Will Run For Erin.
Oh, thank you so much for that one. That one really hit. It got me a bit, so I had to take a minute before actually recording this. But that is exactly who Erin was every moment, and thank you for remembering that.
My favorite memory of Erin was when I was running under the train tracks, that tunnel, just as you enter Magic Kingdom, and she was right there, right outside the train station. And I could hear her screaming, "Laura, Laura!" And she had the biggest hug waiting for me in that adorable Boo costume. It was my first marathon, and I remember just a couple weeks before when Steph and Erin invited me on the Pace Yourself podcast to talk about my thyroid cancer journey. I had told them both that I was so nervous about doing the marathon, and I had mentioned at one point, I just hope I make you proud because, such great friends, and, I didn't want to fail, and I was nervous, being on the podcast, sharing about my first time running a marathon and get that imposter syndrome. And when I said, I just want to make you proud, Erin said, "You already made us proud." And I will tell you, just hearing her say that, I carried that with me through so many long runs after that point, especially on marathon day. So when I saw her on Main Street and I didn't expect to see her, and she yelled my name and I ran over to her and she gave me the biggest hug. Oh my gosh. It was like the thing I needed at like mile 9:10 to push me through the rest of the race. And gosh, I'm so blessed that I got to meet her and get to know her. And so lucky that the very next day in Magic Kingdom, I had the opportunity to chat with her and hang out with her and hug her and tell her how much it meant to have her as a friend and have her there, that she cheered for me and was, so encouraging. I'm so blessed that I got the chance to know her, and she'll always be with me. Her words will always be with me on every single run. I'll be always thinking of her. We miss you, Erin.
Okay, these are much harder for me than I assumed they would be. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I can just see her. There was a lot going on with her in January. She wasn't in She was in a good bit of pain, which eventually got worse. But all she did was smile and be there for people, and it was absolutely amazing. And thank you for remembering that.
There's a quote that's lived in my head for a very long time and is fitting for Erin. It's attributed to journalist Hunter S. Thompson and reads, "Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, 'Wow, what a ride.'" I felt like at some level, Erin knew her time on this earth wouldn't be long. She grabbed all of her goals and proceeded to crush them with a vengeance. Erin was the consummate traveler, and I often felt like we were playing the Where's Erin version of Where's Waldo when we hadn't heard from her on a group chat for a few days. Inevitably, she'd cruise into the chat, be like, "Hey, sorry all, Michael and I are hiking in the desert and I didn't have cell phone service. Here, you want 75 pictures of dogs?" Also, I felt like Erin was a little sister to me. I felt the need to protect her from the bullies in her life and try to keep her safe. When she encountered people who weren't kind, I took it to heart much more than she did. I just never understood why some were so unkind to such a beautiful soul. We are all blessed to have known such a vibrant light. I know her boundless energy is still around us all, causing as much havoc as possible. I'll miss you, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Laura. Yeah, there is that too. There were some people who were not so kind to her in the last few years of her life. They have been erased from my life and were thankfully erased from her life. But in the end, it taught us to live with positivity and empathy and love. And people like that are not worth your time and should be just disregard it, quite frankly. Let them live their miserable existence. Anyway, thank you, Laura. I truly appreciate it. Laura, a very good friend of ours. To the next one, thank you.
I am so incredibly sorry, Michael, for your loss. Erin was truly an amazing person, and she is dearly missed. And Tom and Diana, I am also incredibly sorry. The chemistry of the four of you was amazing and shone through in each episode. Finally, my deepest condolences to all her friends and this amazing community that she built around her. I had to figure out when I first met Erin. I knew it was Marine Corps, but I went back and looked at the year. It was 2016. She joined the Team Shenanigans dinner before the race. And that started for me a running friendship that I'm truly lucky to have been part of over the last almost a decade. When I think of Erin now, the two pictures that come to mind are her dressed as Boo at Marathon Weekend, and the picture from the Donna this year, with her in the chair and Michael, you pushing behind her. There is so much joy in her face, despite everything that was going on. Her example to live is what I take most from my memories of her. And her passing has made me realize the value of selfies. I had to go back to other people and get pictures of me and Erin because I didn't have any pics. I am planning to change that, thanks to Erin. And my last messaging with her was actually sending pics from the beer tent at Shamrock, a race that I know she loved. I am running the 50th Marine Corps in the fall. It is a special race for me because my father is buried at Arlington right across from the start line. But this year and all the MCMs to come for me will also be to celebrate the impact that meeting Erin had on my life and all the runs that I had with her since then. I will truly miss her, and I'm very sorry.
Whew, you guys are all getting me today. Thank you so much, Ian. Yeah, her and I also weirdly connected. Shenanigans. It runs deep, you know. But yeah, that was also something I learned from her, exactly what you said. The pictures, as frivolous as they seem, they matter and they help trigger these memories and give you all these things. And I've certainly learned that as well. And thank you for sending it in. I truly appreciate it.
Hey, Will Run 4 family. This is Bill Stewart. I wanted to just drop a note and say how appreciative and fortunate I am that I got to know Erin. Erin was one of those folks that make you feel better about yourself and that bring joy and sort of light up a room. For me, it was her crazy, persuasive suggestions. She persuaded me to run around my neighborhood dressed as running Ronald McDonald in full makeup last year for the Will Run For virtual. And then she persuaded me to show up in full running Ronald makeup when I was on the Will Run For podcast, even though it's a podcast. That energetic energy, funniness that she brought always made me smile and will always bring a smile to me every time I think of her. I mean, she really was one of those special people you run into in life that make you feel better about yourself and that bring crazy happiness. So every time I wear the Ronald makeup, I'm going to think of her. I mean, I thought of her this past springtime surprise on the 10 miler. Every time I take a picture of my dog, Cherry, I'll think of her because I'd always send her direct messages of pictures of Cherry. I mean, she just really was such a positive influence, awesome person. And I just wanted to say, Erin, thank you for being you. Wanted to say, Michael, my heart goes out to you. And same to you, Tom and Diana. And just, thank you for all you do too. But Erin, thank you for sparking so much joy. I'm just really, really appreciative. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Bill. And you brought her like a ton of joy and happiness. So that was definitely a two-way street, and I appreciate the thoughts and running into you at the races and stuff like that. So thank you.
Hey, this is Stephanie from the Pace Yourself, It's Just Cancer podcast. I didn't know Erin for very long. In fact, just for about too short of 6 months or so, but what a fast and fierce friend she was. In those short months, a few of my favorite memories are seeing her sitting on Main Street in her boo jacket during the marathon, and then talking about her researching the speeds of the scooters she was renting and converting that to Michael's and her friends' walking paces. Something only a runner would think of, and also go through all the process to convert it, and then, through all the list of the rental companies and drilling down into the different models and specs of each scooter. She was so very extra in all of the best ways. When we would hop on to start a recording after about an hour, sometimes we'd realize that we'd never recorded because we just got caught up on so many tangents. But I think my favorite parts were all the times that we were crying from laughing so hard, especially when we were comparing our breast cancers to ice cream flavors. That was particularly amazing. May we never forget her rocky road with hot fudge and wet nuts analogy. I miss you, Erin.
Stephanie, thank you so much. To wrap everything up, I guess, I appreciate everybody remembering her. I mean, obviously, for me, I miss her every moment of every day, of course. But like I've always said, we had very difficult conversations, right? As ridiculous as we may have been on the podcast, we were very serious when we had really important things to talk about. And she was so strong all the time and always pushed to have these conversations that really mattered. And that's the thing that I definitely take away. The selfies, learn from all of that, learn from how she enjoyed life and loved watching other people enjoy life, right? But also take away that you have to be able to communicate with your people, whoever they are, right? And that's really one of the most important things that I will take away from her. I love her to death. And I promised her, she made me promise her, I should say, that I wouldn't become the lonely old man in the woods again like I was when we met. I'm definitely on my way there, and thank you everybody for remembering her. And, I just appreciate all the thoughts. Thank you.